apart from the last class da muka yi mun magana akan continuation of market structure, retracement and pullback, retracement and impulse and retracement. So we already know about impulse, mun san kuma retracement, kuma mun san continuation. That's breakout structures, the normal market structures, and they appear apart from the market, apart from the bullish market and bearish market. So now abin da zamu yi magana akai shine, let's say reversing market. That's the market thing that is going to the upside or downside, and then muka samu reversing from the upside in the downside, ko kuma from the downside in nan ya koma zuwa upside. That's kasuwan da ke zuwa sama sai a samu reversing daga saman da yake zuwa ya dawo yanzu yana zuwa kasa. Abin da muke nufi kenan da reversing din a takaice. So let me give you a simple example before we go direct to the real chart. Let me draw something that can give you more guide. So firstly, kamar yadda muka sani, apart from the market structure din da muka yi, mun san cewa every market structure we have two types of market structure. We have the market structure in the going from the higher high and what higher low, and then we have what another one that yake zuwa daga lower low and lower high. Idan muka cire consolidation market kenan. So firstly, let's talk about the market that is going to the upside. Thus we are looking for what? We are looking for higher high and what? Higher low, higher high, and then what? Higher low, higher high. Many people are saying the chat is not sharing. Let me check. Everything is here. Everything is clear here. So let's say we are going to talk about, let's say, the chart that is going up to the upside. Thus we are looking for what? We are looking for higher high and what? Higher low. That's the confirmation. We are looking for breakout structures, right? Breakout structures. Another what? Breakout structure. So that is what? That's confirmation. We have another many breakout structures. So always a kasuwan da muke confirmation, muka ce za mu dinga neman mene? Za mu dinga neman breakout structure. Idan a kasuwan da yake confirmation market kenan. After mun samu breakout structure, za mu yi mene? A retracement or a pullback. Da zai ba mu confirmation na cewa okay, this chart is going to continue going to the upside or is going to continue going to the downside. So without that breakout structure, ina ga mana cewa this market structure is not longer continue going on a direction, right? Wannan market structure din da muke following, idan har ba a samu breakout structure ba, yana gaya mana cewa okay, this confirmation da muke following, it is not longer. Cewa za a iya samun retracement, za a iya samun reversal at any moment, za a iya samun reversal. So for example, if you are looking this chart, you can see we are clearly uptrend. We have this low, and then we have what? High, low. We have what? High. We have another what? Low, and then we have high. Breakout structure, breakout structure. So how can we identify a reversal in uptrend market? So, for example, kan mu manta wani ya ce ba a garin chat, ba a garin screen din, ba a garin screen. Zan yi approve din wasu mutanen su magana for the purpose in gane cewa ko ana garin screen din. Na yi approving din mutum biyu. I don't think ba wani problem ne tsakanin ku da screen ɗina. The screen is sharing, right? Hello. Na yi approving din mutum.
Screen bai sharing ba.
Okay, let me check.
Ya dan fara kadan.
Okay.
Kai dai kawai wanda da yake ga screen din baya sharing sosai. Ya ba bai yake yayin ba.
Okay, yanzu ina sharing no wallahi.
Okay.
Tsara ban yi
Sa. Yanzu bai sharing har yanzu?
Wallahi baya sharing.
Let me approve another one person. I don't think
baya sharing.
Wallahi oga baya sharing har yanzu.
Screen ɗin yana sharing.
San me damuwa.
Screen yana sharing ko na sai dai in kuna da problem.
Ba har yanzu ba wanda ke sharing. Dai na mun nan baya sharing.
Sani nawa baya yi amma yanzu ya fara.
Yawa. I know some.
Yanzu ya fara.
So I think it's now clear, ko? Screen is now clear.
Yeah.
So, Tom, let's say this is a confirmation dama kasuwan da muke expecting. That's the kasuwan that is going to the upside, and then a confirmation we are refining what? We are refining the breakout structures. That's breakout structure shine can confirm it on this market structure is continuing longer on a direction, right? So without this breakout structure, we have a probability of reversal, you know. So idan har aka rasa wannan breakout structure din, me muke expecting akwai probability in cewa okay za a iya samun reversal a kasuwa. So sai sa always a confirmation market structure din da muka yi, muka ce always za mu dinga refining din breakout structure. That's breakout structure idan muka same shi za mu yi din pullback or retracement daga higher low ko lower high, and then we making trade din. So if lose ya zo ana describing ina and screen na share normal kai existing ka kake shiga kana describing ina sosai. So idan muka zo always zamu dinga mene refining din breakout structure. That's the confirmation market structure. Is this market structure is an uptrend or downtrend? First, before kai applying the every strategy, dole sai ka fara sanin cewa okay market structure ɗinka is clear. If it is not clear, so there is a probability of missing or losing no randomly. Mun gane? So that's why muka continuation, mun riga mun gama continuation, ina yin recapping ne kawai. So for the confirmation muka san cewa every high we have what? We have low. This low shi kasuwan za ta dinga respecting din shi, no matter how aka samu kasuwan ta dawo za ta retracement ɗinta ko za ta yi back, ana expecting mene a sama respectively daga ina daga low din ya zama kasuwan always tana respecting din ina tana respecting din low din mu. That's abin da muke expecting. So at that time we have breakout structure, and then we have what? We have low. We have another what? Breakout structure, and then we have another what? Low. And then we have what? Another breakout structure. What do we expect? We are expecting this market to respect this another low, right? We are expecting this market to respect this another low. So if this market come back, what do we expect? We are expecting a retracement, something like this, enter this there, and then make another breakout structure. That's a confirmation. Apart from the confirmation, so after we take this, we have another what? Breakout structure. We have another breakout structure. So after mun samu wannan, idan kasuwan ta sake dawowa za ta retracement, ana expecting a ƙara samun a pullback ko. What do we expect? We are expecting this market to respect this low again. So sai muka samu wani abu kamar haka. That's what we call reversal. Because this is the low. Every time idan muka samu cewa okay wannan low din da muke expecting kasuwan ta respecting din shi, and then I continue going to the upside. Sai aka samu cewa okay a yau this kasuwan fa ta respecting din wannan low din namu da muke da shi ba, wanda muke expecting cewa okay kasuwan nan ta sake making a new high daga kan shi. Sai aka samu cewa okay kasuwan ba ta making ba. Idan ba ta making wannan ba, that's reversal. Abin da muke kira reversal, that's abin da muke cewa change of character. Kamar yadda na ce mana a break continuation muna ce mashi mene? Muna ce mashi BOS, that's breakout structure. And then reversal sometimes muna ce mashi mene? Change of character. Wasu kuma suna kiran shi ma still the breakout structures. But amma dai for you to identify something, ya kamata a ce kana differentiating. This is breakout structure and this is what? Change of character. Because this is a reversing and this is what? Confirmation or continuation. So this is what we call a reversal. This is the low that causing this reversal. This low. So let me remove this one and add a reversal here for change of character. And I church down. So that's abin da making church. So after this making this church, we have what? We have breakout structure. We have breakout structure to the upside. So after getting this church, what do we expect? We are expecting a retracement or a pullback, right? A retracement or a pullback to somewhere around the what? Around the high, and then continue going to the what? To the downside. That's abin da muke cewa reversing. So this is the simple example of reversing. This is a simple example. So for the second one, after this is a confirmation reversing, and then we have another one, which is this is a confirmation reversing, and then in confirmation reversing, which is the market is going to be upside. We have what? High, we have low, we have what? High, and then we have what? Low, and then we have what? Equal high, and then what having? Low, and then start going to the downside. Still, this is a reversing, but when a reversing is more clear for us because we have break of structure and then we have a reversing that's break this low. Mungani, that's why there's more confirmation. So for this one, we have break of structure to this point. We have break of structure to this point. Break of structure. So what do we need? Our next thing, we need another break of structure. And then at that point, we miss that break of structure. So this is a sign. Misali din menene wannan? Ina ga mana cewa okay, this low cannot take longer to continue pushing market to the next high. So after we get this something like this at that point, we can call this one as a what? Change of character. Firstly, you can call this one as a change of character. For you as a confirmation trader, what do you need? What do you need at that point? For you as a confirmation trader, we have break of structure to the high one, and then we apply to get another break of structure, but we miss it. So after we miss it in one break of structure, it's a sign that you're okay, this low maybe is not taking longer. Mungani. So after any taking in this one, as a confirmation, as a risk trader, they're making the entry from somewhere around the high. Amma for me, if I can equal high and then I can sweeping, I can making change of character to the low. What I was waiting for another break of structure. This can confirm me this chart had been clearly back from the uptrend to the downside. So sometimes when abu na faruwa, after an samu equal high, sometimes when abu na faruwa, after an samu equal high, sometimes when abu na faruwa kamar haka, after an samu high, and then what? Low, and then what? High, low, and then another what? Equal high, and then come back, retest this point and make a new high. This is part of liquidity, but I want you to understand something. Sometimes as a beginner that maybe bamusokan liquidity and so on back, sometimes ana irin haka na faruwa. Wani na describing ina sosai. Let me check it. So sometimes irin haka na faruwa apart from the liquidity. But for you as a good trader, idan aka samu irin wannan kaga sometimes ana expecting menene an samu change of character at this point, because this is the low that ake expecting kasuwan ta respecting to continue going to the upside, and then we miss it, and then we get what? Change of character, and then after you don't mark your change of character and you make your order to the high, what happened? And then you get break another SL. You hit 2 SL at the same time, first SL and then second SL. But at that point, kai a matsayin ka na trader already ba za ka expecting buy from that point, but because market structure is told you it is not longer continue going to the up, right? And then we are expecting what? We are expecting a reversal after taking this low. That's for liquidity, and then continue going to the upside. So you miss here, and then you another miss here. Mungani. So sometimes say Sanike waiting for another break or so. If this happen, okay, this is a clear something for me. I can wait for something like this. This is our low, and then I can wait for something to become another something like this. Okay, wait for a retracement, and then what? Continue going to the upside. So hakamana faruwa, but this is a clearly good market structure. If you have equal high and then we get break to this point, not a sweep, a break, that's candle close below, and then what I want to do, I want to wait for market to fullback or retracement, and then asamu after retracement and getting what? Break of structure. After break of structure, what I want to need a retracement or a fullback, so that after a fullback or a retracement, then I can enter the market and continue pushing the market to the low. That's a confirmation reversal. In confirmation, what? Reversal. You have to get another after you get change of character, you have to get what? Break of structure. That's 2 things at that point. Idan kana da equal high, ya kana buƙatar ka samu mene? Kana buƙatar ka samu change of character sign, that's a breaking in low din da kake da shi, and then secondly ka samu break of structure. because idan ba breaker structure ana iya komawa making high kamar yadda ne bayani a dazu. That's the different two things. So let me give you a simple example of downtrend chart before we go direct to the chart. Let me give you a simple example. So this is, let's say, a downtrend market. That's a market that we are looking. Complain many.
Wai bidiyon baya sharing ba sa gani screen din.
Wallahi oga screen na haihu ba a gani za a sha.
Duk wanda bai ganin screen din nan ya fita ya ƙara shiga. I think
Shine ne ma abin da na faɗa musu. Sai libin ku sai closing su sake shiga.
Sake open zai bare bayan yanzu amma kai kana gani already.
Ina gani.
Yau screen ina is still normal. Wanda duk bai gani sai existing ya sake shiga. So let me give you a simple example of downtrend. That's a market that you are looking for what? Lower low and lower high. Lower low and what? Lower high. And then what? Lower low. So let me change it. Let me change it again. We are looking for what? Lower low and lower high. Lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, and then what? Higher high. So from this market, clearly you can see we have what? We have breaker structure to the downside. At that point, we have breaker structure. After this breaker structure, what we have again? We have another breaker structure. Another breaker structure to the downside. After this breaker structure, what do we have? We have a change of character to the upside. That's point. We have chocha here. Why this become a chocha? Nisa one thing is a chocha. Because if we look at this, we have this low, and then we have what? Another high. This low have been taken out. What? Low, another low, which is lower low, and then we have what? Lower high. What happened? We have another lower low. Right? This low, I mean, you are breaking in this low. And then after this one, this is the high that we are expecting Kasuan Takara, expecting Takara pushing to the downside. And then what happened? Kasuan the breaking in. That's why we call this point as a word change of character. So let me write it for you to be better understand. Breaker structure to the downside. Breaker structure. Breaker structure to the downside. Change of character. Chocha of. So that's happened the causing change of character. We are expecting this market to respect it in this low, and then what continue going to the high, and then we have a break. That's change. Then the okay, this low have been taken, this high have been taken out. So after we call this one as a lower high, this high is less than this high, and then say this high is higher than this high. What do we call it? We can call it higher high. Because this high is higher than this high, right? So following always, we have this low, and then we made what? The high that is less than the previous high, which is this high is less than this one, right? So and then after we have this high is less than this one, that's what we need normally. So and then we have this low, which is lower than this low. What happened after this? We have another high. This high is higher than this high. That's what causing this change of character. Abin da ya samar da wannan change of character din shine already muna da high wanda yake less than previous high din da muke da shi. So muna expecting cewa okay, idan kasuwan nan ta dawo ke expecting din wannan high din da yake less than previous high din da muke da shi. Sai muka samu aka take din shi aka yi din high din da yafi wannan previous high din. That's abin da ya samar da change of character. So after taking this change of character, what we need? We need a something like this, a retracement, and then what? Another continue going to the high. After I make a retracement or a pullback or anything you can call it. So let me give you a simple example via a chart. Let me go to the GBP USD or GBP JPY. GBP USD. because there is no time. GBP USD, GBP USD. So this is GBP USD chart. This is GBP USD chart. So for the many people that are not seeing, when some family zan iya musu wallahi, for me everything is clear. So this is 4 hour time frame on GBP USD. This is 4 hour time frame. This is 4 hour time frame. I think I have to stay here. I have to stay here. Well, let me go to the Euro USD. USD. Go to the Euro USD and see what is happening. Okay. I need a clear example. So let me go to the 15-minute time frame. So firstly, as a confirmation traders, what do we need? We need to mark our breaker structures before we go direct to any kind of anything da zamu zo mu applying a kasuwan, ya kamata mu fara marking breaker structures because mu yana so mu san cewa are we in uptrend or are we in downtrend. After we know we are in uptrend or we are in downtrend, then we can continue applying a buying or selling. So let's see if let me do something. I need to for this we are in uptrend. We are in uptrend here. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. See, 1 hour time frame. So as you can see, this is 1 hour time frame. Firstly, what do we need? We need to mark our breaker structure. That's our bias. We need to know we are in buying or we are in down in selling. Are we in uptrend or are we in downtrend? Firstly, what do we need? After we catching this point, let me do something. As you can see from this point, you can see there is only buyers in the market. Gabaki ɗaya za ku samu cewa okay, wannan kasuwan is an uptrend because we are looking for what? Higher high and then higher low, higher high and higher low. That's abin da muke samu a wannan kasuwan firstly. So let me start from here. We have what? We have breaker structure. After breaker structure, we have a retracement and then another breaker structure. What happened? Another retracement. So after this point, we have another what? We have another breaker structure. This is the high, right? After taking this high, we have what? We have breaker structure. We have breaker structure. Breaker structure to the upside. After this breaker structure, what do we need? We need a retracement. We need a retracement. So we have another what? We have another breaker structure to this point. A small pullback, and then what happened? We have another breaker structure. So after this breaker structure, this is our low. The muke expecting okay, no matter what this low ya zama yayi taking over na wannan kasuwa. Let me back to the 4 hour time frame because charting is too strong for me. Maybe back again I want to say. ma ya ce ma baya ji. So kuma ma dai zaka ji. So apart from this point, this is not a clear uptrend. This is just a clear uptrend. We are looking for breakout structure and then start ranging, and then now we are in retracement. Then we can continue by. This is not clear. The 4 hour is not clear. That's yeah. Let me go to the lower time frame. That's 15 minutes because I need you to be better understand. Yeah. Let me do something to be understandable. Yeah. So we are now there in consolidation. Yeah. This is a clear. So if you are looking this something, this chart is not clear. Let me go to XAUSD directly. I'm sorry, ina so in samu clearly chart in da zan baku example ne. TDP. Yes, yeah. Because idan ban baku a clearly chart ba za ku fahimta yadda nake so ba. That's why. I'm sorry for that. I want a clearly chart. Yeah. So I have a clearly chart now. So for this, for example, if you are looking for this chart, you can see we have a what? Let me start from here. We have an uptrend market from here to here. Idan muka lura kasuwan ina zuwa sama ne, right? Kasuwan yana zuwa ina, yana zuwa sama. That's mun san cewa this is an uptrend. We are looking for what? An breakout structures. So we have breakout structure here, right? We have breakout structure. After we getting in this breakout structure, what do we expect? We are expecting for this load to take over. Ko ba haka ba? Cewa no matter what, this kasuwan ta kasance tana respecting in this low before I make it in another high. Before this high to be made, before we make it in this high, what do we need? We need this market to respect this high, this low, right? So as you can see, sorry, as you can see, this low in da muke expecting cewa okay, no matter what zai je faru a kasuwan ta respecting in shi have been taken out. That's what we call a change of character. Firstly, idan muka look into this side, we have breakout structure right here, right? We have breakout structure to the upside. After mun samu breakout structure, what do we need? We need a retracement to this point and then what? Another high. Another high bai faru ba, right? Breakout structure to the upside. So we need a breakout structure. This breakout structure da muke expecting ne zai faru. Idan aka samu wani breakout structure din, then we go buy from somewhere around this low, right? And then ba a samu wannan breakout structure din ba, and then what happened? This low have been taken out. That's what we call a torture down. A torture down. Because this low da muke expecting ne kasuwan ta expecting din shi to continue going to the upside and been taken out. This is abin da muke expecting. A retracement. What we expect? We are expecting a retracement, then continue going to the downside. So after taking this low, what happened? A low, and then what? A retracement, and then another low. We have what here? We have a breakout structure to the downside. We don't get any retracement at that point. Don't forget. We don't get any retracement. So we have another what? Breakout structure to the downside. breaker structure to the downside. So after this breaker structure, what do we need? We need a normally muna buƙatar cewa okay kasuwan ke respected in this high, they make it in what this breaker structure, and then you can see kasuwan ne ya faru at that point aka samu cewa okay kasuwan ta yi taken in this high, the unit they make it in this breaker structure. What do we need next? We need what? A retracement. After a retracement, then we go back. So we have another minute change of character at that point. Shorter up. So after this short, a small retracement, and then what happened? Another breaker structure. We get another breaker structure to this point. Because this is what we call a lower high, a higher low, sorry. We have breaker structure to the upside. After breaker structure, what do we need? We need a retracement. They'll continue going to the upside. And then we have another breaker structure here. And then after this breaker structure, what do we need? We need a retracement and then continue going to the high. That's what we are in. This is the low, somewhere around this low, making a low, and then what happened? And then make a low and then continue going to the high. So that's what we expect. So no matter what, abin da yake make it in that breaker structure, abin da yake make it in that change of character shine we have this low. This low have been taking the market to the down. After I taking in kasuwan to the down, because that market in as a future side. Kenan ana expecting idan kasuwan ta dawo mai ke respecting in this high. After kasuwan ta kasa respecting in this point ke making din shi as a high, as a lower high. Ta ƙara ta breaking din shi mun samu mene change of character. What we need a retracement and then what continue. We have another breaker structure. What do we need? We need a retracement, then what? Another breaker structure. Then a retracement, then continue going to the high. That's what we need. So I think this is a clear. So that's abin da muke bukata. I think this is the end of this class. In the next class, zan ƙara ba mu simple examples before we go direct to the candlestick confirmation. So za mu magana akan za mu ƙara magana akan reversal, zan ƙara ba mu many examples, kamar 2 examples, then sai mu magana akan candlestick confirmation. If you have any question, I'm free for you in the next 1 to 2 to 3 minutes. If you have any question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Oga, mu dai yau gaba ɗaya ba ma kallo wallahi, sai dai da ke muna saurare, amma gaba ɗaya satin din screen din da ya sharing din abin din namu ba.
Okay, you have network problem ne gaskiya, but screen din sharing. But I have recording da zan yi providing a cikin community. I have a recording.
Okay, to ba da
Oga, question ina da nake da shi dama. Misali yanzu idan market ya yi break of structure, ma'ana ya yi making ɗin higher high ɗin da muke da shi ko lower low da muke da shi. To idan ya yi breaking ya zama mun samu chop bar tsakanin?
Idan har kasuwa ya yi breaking ɗin high ɗin da muke da shi previously, that's a option da muke ciki, that's mun samu combination break of structure kenan. Idan a option aka yi breaking ɗin low ɗin da muke da shi shine aka samu short.
Yawwa abin da
shine abin. Bari ƙara baka simple example a chat before we go. You are the last question.
Okay.
Say for example na ce idan muna kasuwan da yake zuwa uptrend, that's kasuwan da yake making of higher high and then what higher low. This is our low, don't forget. We have another what high. This is what we call a break of structure after animating in this one. And then what do we need? We need a retracement and then what another high, what break of structure. So this is the low da muke da shi. And then idan aka take in this low, shine abin da muke cewa change of character. We need a retracement, then we will continue short.
Okay, shi ɗayan ma ya isa kenan, za a iya samun chok a tsakanin idan ya yi breaking din ɗayan low din.
Yana breaking din low din da muke da shi an riga an samu change of character.
Okay, na gane. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this is the end of this class.
Salamu alaikum.
See you. Wa alaikum salam.
Nake tambaya ni kuma
Mhm.
sometimes za ka ga dan ana up trend haka misali
Eh,
lokacin da aka samu chalk aka dan sami change of character
yeah.
za ka ga kasuwar ta yi kamar za ta yi down trend sai kuma ga ta kuma ɗagawa sai ta koma kuma ta koma up trend.
Ta ci gaba da tafiya a trend inda take after an samu coci.
An samu change of character din.
Yeah,
Ta
this is apart from
nuna alamun gaba ɗaya za ta yi down kenan kuma daga nan kuma sai ta kuma canzawa ta canza direction sai ta koma kuma ta koma.
yeah. Akwai dama already a cikin market structure akwai abin da muke cewa valid retracement, valid ko kuma mu ce valid pullback. Kenan dawowar da ta yi a matsayin ta na change of character kafin a samu wannan dawowa kafin a samu wannan lodin sai shi wannan lodin ya zama valid retracement ko bai zama valid retracement ba, wannan apart from our next topic ne mun gane. So we are now in market structure. Yanzu mun zo next topic za mu sanya ake gane a confirmation valid pullback and wanda yake ba confirmation valid pullback ba. So amma da zamu gane cewa okay wannan idan ta yi breaking din wannan an samu change of character, idan ba ta breaking din wannan ba an samu ba samu change of character ba ko kuma ba valid change of character ba ne, wannan liquidity sweep ne. To yana part of liquidity ne, a wani wajen kuma yana part of valid retracement ne. So za mu yi shi a gaban sha Allah. Abin da yasa ba ma san yaran abubuwan idan abubuwan za su yi yawa kuma wasu ba za mu a fahimta ba idan ba a yi akan tsari. That's why.
Allah ya taimaka.
Okay. And this is the end of this class. See you on Wednesday.